Hayes stared at the man, oddly calm despite the barrel of the .44 Magnum yawning like a tunnel in front of his eyes. He was aware of every detail: the weight of the 9mm in his hand, the press of his finger against the trigger, and the voice in his head screaming like a banshee. "Kill him! Kill him now!" Hayes understood that neither the voice nor the extra calm that came over him in times like these was natural. They were synthetic emotions, byproducts of the mind job the Treadstone scientists had done when they transformed him from a Green Beret to a government-sanctioned assassin. An apex predator trained to hunt and kill without the slightest hesitation. But he was done killing, and the fact that the man was still breathing was a testament to how far he'd come. Hayes silenced the voice, pushed it back into its box until it was nothing more than an annoying hum, and then focused all his attention on the man with the pistol. He wasn't sure if it was the fear in the man's eyes or the tremble of the pistol in his hand, but for whatever reason, he found himself hesitating, searching for a reason not to kill the man. He took his finger off the trigger and lowered the 1911, praying he wasn't making the biggest mistake of his life. "Take it easy," he said in Spanish. "Money. Give me your money." The figure's voice was rough around the edges, but not deep, and Hayes realized that it wasn't a man in front of him, but a teenager. "Yeah, I'm definitely not killing a kid." "What's your name?" he said, returning the pistol to the holster. "What?" "Your name." Carlito," he stuttered. "Listen, Carlito, why don't you—" "No, you listen. Give me your money or I'll kill you." They were tough words, but Hayes wasn't buying it. "It's a hell of a thing to kill a man," he said, taking a step forward. Back up." Hayes ignored him, took another step, closing the distance until he was inches from the pistol, close enough to see Carlito's index finger whiten as he increased the tension on the trigger. "Just take it easy," he said. Still holding the room key in his hand, Hayes lifted his arms to his chest and held them palms out, hyper-aware of the pistol pointed at his face. He was determined to end the situation without violence, but when he heard the click of the trigger spring engage the hammer, Hayes wasn't sure if that was a possibility. While he wasn't sure if the boy was preparing to shoot him or was simply unaware of how much pressure he was exerting on the trigger, Hayes realized it didn't matter, especially considering that either option ended with him taking a bullet to the face. Had about enough of this silly game. His hands were almost level with Carlito's eyes when Hayes opened his fingers and let the room key drop from his hand. The light tumbling in through the open door glinted off the key as it fell. The unexpected spark of sun on brass caught Carlito's attention. Hayes watched his eyes, waited for the shift in focus he knew would come, and the moment the boy's eyes ticked down to the falling key, he struck. He grabbed the barrel with his left hand and the cylinder with his right. His fingers closed around the hammer, locking it down before torquing the pistol from the boy's hand. In the blink of an eye, it was over. Hayes's fingers were wrapped around the grip of the revolver, the barrel jammed into Carlito's forehead. "Don't kill me," the boy begged. Hayes lowered the pistol and dropped the hammer before stuffing the revolver into his waistband. "I don't kill kids," he said, pulling the wad of cash from his pocket. Carlito looked at the fistful of euros, then up at his face, the confusion in his eyes evident. I don't understand." "Don't overthink it, kid. Just take the money," Hayes said, slipping the cash into his palm. "Now get the hell out of here." Carlito stuffed the cash into his pocket, turning to the door as Hayes bent down and retrieved his key. "Oh, and kid," he called after him, "do yourself a favor. Stop pointing guns at strangers."